We're all familiar with the argument that has been going on since the Roman Catholic Church came into existence by Constantine, and that is whether or not the keeping of the law given to Moses brings salvation. Now, there's no doubt that the Catholic Church believes that the keeping of the laws save. They most assuredly do. But it's not Moses' law that they believe saves. It's the keeping of the Catholic Church's law they believe saves. Just ask any priest. For they believe that in order to be saved, you must join the Catholic Church and practice their man-made laws and traditions. For if you do not, the Pope, as the vicar of Christ on earth, has the power to ostracize any member and damn them to everlasting hell. We've heard it said that the keeping of Moses' law has never saved anyone, and that Moses and the patriarchs taught salvation was by faith alone. By their obedience, the patriarchs believed, and it was credited to them as righteousness. It would be good for us to remember that salvation comes in many different forms. For by honoring Father's Torah, He promises to save us from our enemies and from destruction, from drought and starvation, from sickness and disease, from poverty and slavery. And if we keep the Torah, He promises to prosper us in all of His ways. Now, we call these judgments which come from disobedience to Torah curses. And if we obey the Torah, the promises are called blessings, which are a form of salvation to us and deliverance from His curses. For if we reject His Torah, we will suffer, both physically and spiritually. We all know Yeshua said He came not to destroy the Torah, and anyone who breaks one of the least of the commandments and teaches others to do so will be least in the kingdom of heaven. And those who practice the Torah would be great in the kingdom. And neither heaven or earth, or one jot or tittle, would pass from the Torah until all is fulfilled. Even early Protestants knew the importance of obedience to Torah, and rather than bow their knee to the Pope and reject Sabbath or Passover, they suffered and died by the tens of millions during the Dark Ages. John tells us sin is the transgression of the Torah. And in Hebrews chapter 10 states that if we deliberately keep on sinning, which is transgressing the Torah, after we have received the knowledge of the truth, no sacrifice for sins is left, but only a fearful expectation of judgment and of raging fire that will consume the enemies of Elohim. I'm Bill Sanford, trying to put the Torah in proper perspective for our day.